radio promo. So Summer was asking about promos and how it would look on Adobe Audition. So here you would lay down your voice tracks, and this is what I'm doing in this situation. I will move my cursor down, record another part of my voice track. In this case, I put something like KJ103, today's best music. And so I'm going to move that down at the end, and then at the front end I probably had another item, another moniker. Remember, we call them station monikers. So this also will say KJ103, today's best music. I come over here, put the radio announcer voice on it, and it should be nice and full and thick and present. So that's what I want to do. That's what I want you guys to do to your voices, is to make sure you put an effect on your voice. So I'm going to label that voice. Come down here, label my tracks. I'm going to label this music hooks. And of course I would put my 3 music hooks right in this region. Track number 3, we're going to make it stingers. And track number 4, we'll definitely use that category, or at least that track, for some drops and some other special items. So stingers, what you will need to do is go into your track, right click, insert, go to Leo, go to stock tools, go to audio work parts, go to CHR, and click on stingers and sound effects. A lot of items in here to play with, and just find something by clicking your spacebar one time and it will play back for you. And I really liked this gunplay one, so I put that in there, and it worked really well. So I moved my voice around, so my voice was over the lower levels, as you can see in the stinger. The stinger is really powerful at the front end, and at the back end you can see the levels are really powerful. But that's what you want. When you guys listen to the student examples and production examples of promos, you'll understand what the purpose of the stinger is. And we discuss this, of course, in great detail in class, but this little tutorial should help those who miss class. Then you go in, I'm going back to CHR work parts, gonna, find a drop or two, and a lot of these don't really work well. And so I kind of went through them and tried to find something that was useful. There were some cool Halloween ones in there, but they were way too long, so I clicked through several of them. But I don't need anything that's a minute long, right? I'm just looking for something that's 8 to 10 seconds long, something short, something simple, something sweet. Also, you see mixed in the drops were stingers, so I found a pretty decent stinger I thought I'd use. And for the transitions between my hooks. So what I'm going to do here is right click and hold and drag it and copy it. I'm going to do that with a few, because I'm going to have 3 hooks, and I'm going to drop those 3 hooks right in between each one of those stingers. And I really like the longer stinger at the front of this promo, so I'm going to go ahead and a couple of times try to copy it, and I failed there, but finally got it here. So what I'm doing now, of course, is moving my parts around so they will all sync up. And again, on that second track, you would drop your music hooks. So you need to drop those music hooks in. Now I'm going to look for a drop, something from a movie, a drop from a television show, something short, sweet, maybe 3 to 4 seconds long. So I went into drops and sound effects in stock tools. Let's see, sound effects, audio elements, sound effects. I don't want sound effects. I want audio work parts, CHR. You can use clips. You can use drops. Clips are from movies. in television shows and interviews of people. There's some cool Halloween ones in there, but I didn't really need a Halloween one. But I did find one that says, here I inserted, it says, and tell me again who you are. Tell me again who you are. So that's kind of cool because I can go KJ103. Tell me again who you are. We're today's best music. More hits, more music. So this is why I'm using the razor blade now to split up my KJ103 today's best music. Because I'm going to use this little drop and drop it right between KJ103, today's best music, and then over here this is going to be more hits, more music. So what I did is kind of reverse these two. So now right now on that it would say more hits, more music. Who'd you guys say you were? KJ103, today's best music. Something like that. And so this is what you will do with your promo. You will just continually to find some good stingers to help with the flow, maybe find a cute little drop like I did from a movie. Make sure you position your tracks, your own personal voice tracks, so everything syncs up really nicely and flows really nicely. And you can see by the time I finish this one, it'll be pushing about 28 seconds. So it'll be right in that window of 28 to 30 seconds. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit in this video, and now you can see that I actually have the names of artists up on the top track. So it may sound something like, there's the stinger, there's my voice, stinger underneath, and then I would say the artist name, go into a sweeper, stinger, excuse me, artist name, stinger, and then the hook, and so on. And I'm just moving parts around so it tightens up a little bit. So here, of course, is where you're going to put your music hooks, right in here after you name the artist. So again, listen to the radio promo examples. But anyways, this is what it would look like on your Adobe Audition. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 tracks. I got my voice processed. I got the other 3 tracks, one with music hooks, one with stingers, one with drops, and then you just put it all together. You mix it down, and it is ready to rock and roll. All right, let me know if you have any questions.